Even the four people will say, okay, Ritesh, you are brilliant. Then this perception will be formed. So, my friend, it's all about your interpersonal skills with everyone. So, as we say in India, networking with snacks. So, have a good interpersonal skills with the people around office. Second strategy is hit hard at the right place. Before I proceed, I can give you some example of perception. So, in Toastmaster, when we say powerhouse, TM Yuvraj, that's a perception, right? And they also uh, worked upon it. When we say, innovation, ideas, TM Deepak. When we say that fluid, then we say, okay, TM Sangeeta. So these are some example of perception. Then hit hard at a right place. It's a strategy. A mechanic hits a car engine, once a hammer, and the car starts. He charges £100. Owner says £100 for one hit. Mechanic says £1 for the hit and £99 for knowing where to hit. So in corporate life, many people are hitting everywhere. PowerPoint slides, Excel sheets, long emails. But is it actually working, or you are getting recognition out of it? So strategy is you hit at the right place. You must have heard of a story when a employee in the toothpaste company, he suggested that we should open the whole of the toothpaste. It will increase the sales 1,000 times. So that is a strategy you look forward in your organization and work on it. Definitely you will get some results from this. Smart work. I see many of the people, they say, I will burn the midnight oil and do hard work till my last breath. My dear friends, hard work is not completely work for you. So you have to use your brain also. Like a Japanese company spent million of dollars designing a laser system to remove empty cartons from the packaging machine. When they come to India, a smart worker put a table fan near the conveyor belt, and our empty carton flew away. So instead of checking each carton whether it is empty or not, you can use a smart work. So that is smart work you see. In India, it's all about asking is that smart work will always pay as compared to hard work. Self appreciation. Let me say, you are the brand ambassador of your own. Nobody will talk about your good deeds. So you have to be talk about what benefit you are bringing to the organization, what good work you have done wherever you are going. So you become the brand ambassador of yourself. Talk good about yourself. Fifth strategy is always look busy. Don't look relaxed. Organizations say we want happy employees. Honestly, nobody likes happy employees. Nobody like that, they are relaxing. So always look busy. When you are going from one desk to another desk, take a paper, take a laptop, scratch your head in between. So always look busy is the fifth strategy. Sixth is the most important is manage your boss. People don't leave companies, they leave bosses. So understand your boss and work very closely with him. Make him happy. Seventh is email management. So email is not a communication, it's a press release by you. So always careful when you are sending emails, send to the right person, work on sometimes late or morning, then send an email to them. That's a email management you should do. And work, reply your emails without any reminders. Eight strategies: come early, leave late. Sometimes most people they spend once a week, you spend, you stay late or come early. It give a good impression. Ninth will be attend many meetings. If you are not attending meetings, you are not doing anything. So get involved in many activities in your organization. And last but not least is avoid office politics. Please don't get indulged into the any kind of office politics into that. So my friends, corporate is a battlefield. It's a chess. If you don't understand the rule, you will become a pawn. If you play with values, you become dangerous. So, but if you combine competence, strategy, visibility, and integrity, you don't just climb the ladder, you build your own. So, yes, hard work, but also work smart, because the hardest worker doesn't always get promoted, the most aware ones are. Thank you so much.
Wow, what a speech! What a speech, Toastmaster Ritesh. Amazing. I literally like your speech, the way you have expressed, the way you delivered your speech, and you have told us the 10 strategies to become the successful in office life. Thank you so much for giving us your 10 strategies. Now, I want to request everyone to give your feedback in guest group for our first speaker, Toastmaster Ritesh. Timer, please let us know when the time ends. Thank you, timer. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now it's time for the our second speaker. But before calling our second speaker, I want to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Sakshi. Please let us know the objective of your target speaker. I welcome Toastmaster Sakshi. Toastmaster Sakshi,
Thank
the
you,
stage
TM.
is yours.
Thank you, TM Namra. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. Today, I have the privilege of evaluating a speaker who is at a very exciting stage of her Toastmaster journey. She is working on Level 1, Project 3 in the Dynamic Leadership Pathway, a project that focuses on vocal variety and body language. My target speaker is TM Twisha. TM Twisha, when okay, she will be delivering the speech titled My Identity is Lost in Its Direction. Timer, please note that the speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. And as an evaluator, I will be listening carefully for the clarity of purpose, strength of a structure, depth of research, engagement with the audience, and how effectively she delivers her speech. TM Trisha, the stage is yours to explore identity, direction, and everything in between.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshi, for let us know the objective of your target speaker. Now I welcome our second speaker, Toastmaster Trisha. The title is My Identity is Lost in Its Direction. My identity is lost in its direction. The stage is yours.
When my mother was pregnant with me, my grandmother decided if the second child is a girl, then she will be named Tisha. According to her, it's a very nice name, and she thought it will rhyme with my elder sister's name, Disha. So Tisha and Disha. And then there I was born. Everything was nice and fine until my parents decided to complicate my name spelling and decided to add W in my name. Because of that W, people calls me Twisha. Actually, it is Tisha, but because of W, everyone calls me Twisha. You might be thinking that because of W, my name is just Twisha, but no. There are varieties of ways which people calls me in incorrect spelling. They call me Trisha, Tiasha, Tista, Twister, Twitter, and God knows what new invention goes on. Sometimes I feel it is easier to pronounce a Russian's name than mine. I don't know why it's so hard. Nobody gets my name correctly at first, except me, my sister, and my parents. When I went to my college to submit a few documents, I was waiting for the professor to call me and then I will submit those documents. But then, when but the professor could not call my name. She was stuttering at first, and trust me, at the end she called Tanisha De. When I heard my surname, I understood she was calling me. And then I went to submit my documents and she asked, Beta, how do you spell your name? I said, it's Tisha. She's like, oh, what a unique and beautiful name. On the other hand, all my friends knows very well that my name is Tisha, not Twisha. But they deliberately calls me Twisha to rage bait me. When I get mad, they're like, don't be mad at us. We love you, Twisha. In fact, people confuses me with my sister also. When I was in school, almost every teachers never called me Twisha or Tisha or whatever new invention they would like to come up with my name. Here is the twist. My identity in school was Disha's sister throughout the school, throughout my school's life. Even after she passed out, I was still Disha's sister. I know she is my sister, but I have a name too. I remember only once when someone spelled my name correctly. When I went to bank after I turned 18 to make my own bank account. The moment the lady said my name correctly, I felt like, oh, this lady should get an Olympic gold medal to spell my name correctly. When I was in school, nobody knew me as Tisha or Twisha. But when someone asks who is Twisha, and the moment someone says she is Disha's sister, everyone recognized me. Because of this, her reputation was so good. When I remember once in my own class, a teacher called Disha instead of Tisha, and I said, Sir, this is Tisha, not Disha. Because of her reputation in school was so good, the teacher praised her a lot on how good student she was and how good she is in her studies. Well, on the other hand, teachers were like, she is so immature and she does not study at all, unlike her sister. Just because I scored less than her did not mean I worked hard less than her. In fact, I used to study a lot more than her. Because of this, I had this thought that I have to be like her so that teacher does not complain about me. After all, I am Disha's sister. I forgot I am Tisha and my sister is Disha. Both are different person. But the day when I realized I stopped becoming like her, started focusing on myself, and when I did, I stopped comparing to her. I passed my 12th examination with 79%, yet getting into a decent law college. Last internship break, I did an internship under an advocate. Surprisingly, the client office loved my work. And this was the most surprising and the best thing ever happened to me. Even the advocate under whom I was doing internship praised my work. I finally realized I don't have to be someone else. It's perfectly fine to be myself. While I was trying to be someone else, I lost who I was. Yet, I found the right direction to become my own version of myself. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Namra.
First, we have to clap for our second target speaker, that is Toastmaster Tisha. I want you to huge clap for our second speaker. Wow, what a speech, Toastmaster Tisha. What a speech. Different names, but no one pronounced with her real name ever in school. But when first time when you heard your correct pronounce of your name, you was amazed. Finally, the banker said my correct name. Amazing, amazing. Let's now move to our third speaker. Anyone knows who is our third speaker?
Can we get a 1 minute break
Yes,
for?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, I forgot that. Yes, please, I request everyone to give your feedback in our guest group for our second speaker. Timer, let us know. Thank you, Timer, for showing us the red card. Yes, anyone knows who is our third speaker?
Toastmaster Tanishq.
Yes, Toastmaster Tanish. But for him, I have something special, an impromptu random topic. I'm going to give him a random topic and he's going to speak in that topic for 6 minutes. What he thinks about that topic. I know this is something totally different what we are doing in prepared speeches, but this is a practice for our special speaker to come and deliver the speech. Now I request our third speaker, that is Toastmaster Tanishq. Toastmaster Tanish, please come on the stage and
First
deliver your
evaluator.
speech. No. In
Toastmaster
this,
Namra,
we
first
don't.
evaluator. Speech evaluator
Yes,
Toastmaster Tanishq.
yes. I know you all got confused that why I have not called the evaluator for the Toastmaster. But as I have told you, this is the random topic for him. So, 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 sorry. So the evaluate of Toastmaster Tanish come on last during the evaluation. She is not going come right now to evaluate his speech. The topic for you, Toastmaster Tanish, is you have to tell us the three greatest hits of your life. Toastmaster Tanish, the three greatest hits of your life. The stage is yours.
Am I audible to everyone? So, the three greatest hits of my life. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Namra, for giving me such a beautiful topic. So, when we hear the phrase greatest hits, we usually think of songs, Bollywood songs, hip hop songs, and all that are usually loud, that we usually celebrate and replay it over and over again. But in my case, the greatest hits of my life aren't that much loud. They didn't came with cheer and applause. They came quietly. In the moment when I had to choose who I have to become. Today I want to share the three moments of my life that hit me very hard. The phrase that almost the first hit was from my life was that almost broke me. That there was a time when everything felt heavy. I was suffering from mentally illness, physically illness, uh, and emotionally disabled. But from outside, nothing looked wrong. I was functioning. I was showing up. I was still smiling. But from inside, I felt disconnected. I felt lost in my own self. It's strange that how we are surrounded by the people, we still feel alone. During that time, music became my escape, not just the background noise. It just became my therapy, my own therapy. I would like to put my headphones on and few minutes. I just felt the world is manageable. Some songs made me cheer, and some songs that hit very hard, and we sometimes understood the lyrics of that songs. But the music is not a solution for your problem. It helps us to strengthen to face them. And the most beautiful phrase that I came to know is that Toastmaster Aman shared it to me, that to live we need an act of courage, and that hit me very hard. And the second hit was of my life that is being mentally positive. When I was suffering from mental illness, emotional illness, and mentally disheartened, I just came and talked to my grandfather. When my grandfather was very young, then his my grandfather's father died at a very young age, and at that time my grandfather's family were facing financially crisis, because he was the only one who used to support his family. And now my grandfather's mother started working on her own. She started teaching students, and she started tailoring and stitching work. And after all that, I asked him that after all you're suffering from this kind of things in your life. What keeps you going on? He answered, don't think about such situations because thinking may lead to a negative thoughts. And the main thing is our positive mind, right? The positive mind helps us to keep going. And he just eliminated those negative thoughts and started working on himself. And now he's a retired person from the he used to be a sub inspector in his days, and now he's retired. And I'm very grateful to him for what I'm having right now. So the second hit of my life was that keep your mindset positive. And the third hit of my life was choosing discipline over motivation. Motivation may become unreliable. Some days you feel like I'm very unstoppable. No one's gonna stop me. And other day you started feeling low. Like, should I do this work afterwards or should I do this work right now? Is this work really important? What should I do? So I've started noticing that my work is not going on point. So I started building motivation, small habits, small goal, and small daily improvements. Learning consistently, being curious about everything. Like I asked Toastmaster Deepak, Toastmaster Dr. Sangeeta about everything that I want to know. And uh, the book I'm recently reading is The Mindset by Carol S. Dweck. She's a she is a psychologist, PhD, and one of the greatest book I've ever read till now. And even Toastmaster Sangeeta agrees on that point. So at the end, I would like to say that when people don't talk about greatest hits, they usually mean the achievements. But the greatest hits can be quite decision that shape your character. Thank you so much.
It's basically a standing ovation from my side, Toastmaster Tanesh. Literally amazing. I have given you an addendum topic and the prepared speeches, but still, you have delivered your speech very well and very, very beautifully. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful experience with us. Now it's time to share your feedback in the guest group. I request everyone to share your feedback, please. Timer, please let us know. Thank you. Thank you so much, Timer, for let us know. Now it's time for the fourth speaker in our prepared speech. First, I want to call his evaluator, that is Toastmaster Sangeeta. I request Toastmaster Sangeeta to come on stage and let us know the objective of your target speaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. Today, as I rise to introduce my speaker, I am reminded of the first day he walked into our club. We were in a celebratory mood then, a room filled with energy, pride, and togetherness. And somehow that spirit had stayed with us. Weeks after week, we continue to celebrate growth, courage, and today we celebrate not only his speech, but also the proud milestone of completing our 10 TCP goals. And yes, we are talking about Toastmaster Raj. Now, coming to the speaker and his journey today, he is presenting a speech from the Dynamic Leadership Pathway, Level 1, Project 2. The objective of his speech is writing a speech with purpose, a reminder that words are not merely spoken, but are meant to inspire, influence, and create meaning. The title of his speech is Perspective is a Process, Not an Opinion. It is a wonderful thought where perspective is something we simply hold. It is something we develop through experience, reflection, and awareness, not through anyone's opinion. His speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes, and through his time, he invites us to explore viewpoints, gain insights, and see situations with greater clarity. Let us receive his thoughts with attentiveness and appreciation. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Now it's time to call our last speaker and the fourth speaker, that is Toastmaster Raj. The title of his speech is Perspective is a Process, Not an Opinion. Perspective is a process, not an opinion. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Raj.
Toastmaster Raj, you are not audible.
You are on mute.
Sorry. Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Hello, Toastmasters and dear guests. So, uh, we join Toastmasters. Why? Because we want to improve our communication skills. We want to improve ourselves, right? I am giving a speech. I am sure every one of you, whether it is TM Sunny, TM Ashima, TM Dhanesh, everyone has different opinion. If I have different feedbacks, I can receive different feedback from each of you. Why? Because each of us has a different perspective, right? So does this perspective comes from by birth? No. We build it, right? We build it stage by step. It is an evolution process, correct? Let me give one more example. Suppose a newspaper comes at our house, at everyone's house. Everyone reads same news, same words, same story. But if I ask every one of you, I can receive different answer completely. Why? Because you are not reading news by fact. You are reading news by your perspective. And that's the main difference. How this perspective builds. We know that we born, we got experience, we have a family background, we have friends, we have a life cycle, correct? So perspective build with these all collectively. Our experience make it, our habits make it, and as we grow, we evolve. If I ask you one question, if you go back 5 years back, do you have same thoughts now also? I think no, right? Everything is changed completely. Why? Because we have more experience now. We know more, right? And because our perspective is now improved. So, as my speech title is that perspective is a process, not an opinion. What I mean, that perspective is not a switch, just on, off, on, off, on, off. No. Perspective doesn't change in a moment. It changes in iteration, like a software architect. He make a project, he make iterations. So what it could have? It could have inputs. Inputs like it can be anything. Like input is that today I am having meeting here, and my input are that input will be like I will have going to have feedback from Toastmaster Sangeeta. What feedback I have, I don't know, but that will affect my perspective. That will build it, right? If I can ask my feedback from any one of you, it will help me a lot. So perspective builds from feedbacks too, right? So input are the important portion of building feedback. It's a process. Second, iteration. So when we receive input, we give output. In between these two things, there is space, and that space gives us time to build our perspective. That space is very important. That space gives us time to think, okay, what we can go on, what we can't go on, So then then comes the feedback loop. After the inputs and iteration comes the feedback loop. Feedback loop means perspective process from prospective improvement process that can improve on each step. So, John C. is the American author. He said that my breakfast is the feedback. He told that. His line is that. So, you know, feedbacks are not born. Feedbacks are already improved. So something is wrong, something is right. That also comes from perspective. If something is happening, like I'm reading news, so I say this is the right news. You say this is wrong news. Why? News is same. Why I'm right? Why you are saying wrong? Because we are thinking with our mindset, with our perspective. Neither you are wrong, neither I am wrong. We both are correct, but we are visualizing it. We are presenting it with our perspective. Correct. So everything is correct. Everything is right. The rule of improvement of the process is that we should accept the mistakes. We should accept the feedback in a positive way. And that's why the Toastmaster Club is there. We have this complete life cycle of process. Like we have inputs in the Toastmaster Club, we have interpretation layer, we have feedback layer, right? We have all these three in the Toastmasters. So we are aligned with that. And that's how this perspective is always a process. If we say same thing, if we say last year is same, today is same, and the thing remains same constantly, then it's a constant variable. It can't change. So I hope feedbacks are important, and I hope many feedback we should receive, not from one feedback, not from one evaluator, but maybe indirectly from WhatsApp. It's a suggestion from my side that when one speaker is presenting a speech, there is a one evaluator, obviously, like for me, Sangeeta. But behind the scene, if multiple of us can, silently give feedback through mobiles, thinking that it can improve, it can have a helpful to the person who is asking for the feedback. So that we should implement in the process. So thank you all for this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raj, for sharing your experience. And you had let us know why feedback is very important in our life. You have tell us through your speech. Thank you so much for giving such a amazing speech. Now it's time for the feedback. I request everyone to give your feedback for the Toastmaster Raj in our guest group. Timer, please note the time. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, thank you. After, after what, what an, sorry. What an incredible lineup of stories and insight. Now it's time to wait for our best speaker. Timer, please let us know when the voting time is over. Who is going to poll the votes in the guest group? Oh, it's already done. I request everyone to please vote for the best speaker.
Master Namra, if you were saying something.
Perfect. No, nothing. Thank you. Is everyone done? Has everyone done? Perfect, perfect. Now, perfect. Perfect. Before 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 we move to the table topic session, let's energize the room. We will do a quick lyric swap. I will choose two members. The first person will suggest a song that reflects the second person's personality. But here's a twist. The second person will not return the compliment. Let's start. First, I want to choose and invite our guest. The guest name is Sanchita. Sanchita, are you there? Perfect.
Yes. No.
Uh, perfect. Guess Sanchita. You have to suggest a song to anyone and tell us why that song reflects that person's personality. Take your time. Yes,
Can
yes,
you,
Sanchita.
can you suggest someone else? It's hard for me.
Okay, no problem. I will suggest you the name Toastmaster Sangeeta. You have to suggest a song for Toastmaster Sangeeta and tell us why that song reflects the person's personality. As you have attended our session, so I think it's easy for you. You're not audible. Please unmute yourself.
I'm asking, can you suggest someone else? It's very much hard to me actually.
Oh,
This is how.
Namra, you can take any members.
Can I
okay.
help Sanchita?
Yes, of course.
So one song I think that would go for Sangeeta would be "उड़ता मैं चलूं हवाओं में" because when I see her, I see a lot of potential, lot of ambition, and so I think that song would resonate with her. Can
Yes,
can someone
yes.
sing it on my behalf because I'm terrible at singing and I'm not very good with the
No,
lyrics.
no,
Maybe
it's
Sangeeta
okay.
can do it if required.
Maybe Sangeeta
Yes,
herself can sing.
Yes, she can
And
absolutely do it.
I also need you know who. Toastmaster Bhavani.
yes, she is a very good singer. Toastmaster Bhavani,
So let's
please come
start.
I
on the
can
stage.
join you. I can join you, definitely.
Sure. Urta mein firu, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Okay. उड़ता ही फिरूं इन
फिरूं इन
हवाओं
हवाओं में कहीं या
में,
मैं डूब
मैं
जाऊं
जाऊं इन घटाओं
Amazing. Oh, wow. This session is going amazing. Oh, absolutely. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sangeeta, Toastmaster Avan, and Toastmaster Bhavani for joining the stage. Now, I want to invite Toastmaster Tushit for this task. Toastmaster Tushit, are you there?
Oh, yes, I just got disconnected. Can you repeat it?
Yes, for sure. Sure. Basically, Ba- basically, in this game, Toastmaster Tushit, what you have to do, you have to suggest a song to any one of our member and tell us why you suggest that song and why it's reflect what's basically reflect that person personality. I'm going to give you a name. Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Sure, sure.
It's for Toastmaster Anmol. You have to tell us which song and why. Why it's reflect Toastmaster Anmol. What's basically reflect Toastmaster Anmol?
Sure, sure. Okay. So which song matches the personality of TM and Mole, right?
Yes, yes.
Um, so TM Anmol has been a very great mentor to me. Like he has been suggesting me how should I be in Toastmasters, helping me in my speeches. Also, he's in the same group, so he helps that you have to do this, you have to do that. Okay, so for him, also he has a very calm personality. Like he's very calm. He has something that he's very calm. So
Hmm.
what I can think of is Hey Jude by Beatles.
Okay, good. Actually, I have not listened that, so I'm not aware. I'm so sorry. I'm not
Okay.
aware about that. But that's good. Thank you, Toastmaster Tushit, for sharing your thoughts for Toastmaster Anmol. Okay, now it's time for the table topic. In every concert, there comes a moment when the sheet music is set upside, the light dims, and the performer must play unplugged. No rehearsal, no preparation, just pure improvisation. Now it's time for table topic. Now I want to invite our table topic master, Toastmaster Lakhvinder. Toastmaster Lakhvinder, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namra, and congratulations everyone and our leaders. Like we have completed 10 DCP goals, and we are very excited uh, for that as well. So are you guys ready for the most happening session of this meeting? I want to listen. Yes, from everyone.
Yes.
Yes, yes, man.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we are ready.
Yeah,
Yes.
very good, amazing. Good to see the energy. So let me. My favorite I will come like in table topic master. I will give some random topics to individual, selected individual, and they will speak for 2 to 3 minutes on that topic. Okay. So to before starting that, let me talk about one quote which is very close to me. That is, opportunity prefers the prepared. Okay, but it's always not the right it's always not ideal to say you have to be prepared. So today let's prepare for unprepared. Okay, which those table topics help us to do. So let me pick one of the member uh, first. Okay, so first two members I want to pick. uh, Reason behind is because we have completed 10 DCP goals, and I would like to listen from our leaders by uh, from them itself. So let me choose the two speakers first. First, I want to give one topic to Toastmaster Sangeeta. So the topic is what defines true leadership in difficult times.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakhvinder, for sharing this topic. And I was just having a conversation with one of our members right now on what is happening in the back end of the contest. And I might not reveal a lot of things, but I would reveal the next week, because when you have one of the best members in the club, you fight the hardest. You don't find any pain or anything, you just fight for them. No matter anybody may be against the course, you have to sail the ship. No matter what is the storm, how is the weather. If something is there to happen, if the contest has to happen tomorrow, it will. Therefore, when you talk about true leadership, it mainly comes from the people who are standing for you, the people who are standing with you. Yes, you have to walk the path alone, but when you have such members, you don't shy away from fighting anything that comes up. And I feel that is one of the characteristics of true leadership. And another could be empathetic. I am so thankful to all the members who do not have sympathy, who don't have apathy, but have empathy. And empathy helps to lead. And I feel these are one of the greatest characteristics of true leadership. And yes, there are more. And again, perspectives matters. There could be a lot of characteristics. And what goes on back end would be revealed the next week. And thank you all for supporting, because I can go on and on sharing a lot of details that's happening. But thank you for being so patient and kind. Thank you all. Over to you, Toastmaster Lakhvinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta, for your insightful details and suggestions. So next table topic master will be Toastmaster Deepak. He is our another big leader. So your topic is does success demand sacrifice?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Lakhvinder. Success. What is success? Success is different things to different people. And for me, success is when I achieve what I am expecting to achieve. It's normal human behavior that we look to achieve good, best things in our life. And sometimes we pass, sometimes we fail. Now, success requires sacrifice or not? That is something which is true. Yes, it requires. Success is not like when you are trying to achieve something in your life. I will give you an example. When I was young, I was looking to get into the most best colleges, in best engineering college in India. Now that was success for me. That I had defined that goal that I will get into that college. But did I sacrifice enough to get the success? Did I study hard? Did I give my best? I did some level of preparation to get into it, but it was not the best when I reflect back. And that's why I was not successful in getting the best college of India, but one of the best college in my state. Now, it was success. It might be success from others' perspective because I was getting into a good college, not the best, but for me, it was not that success which I was looking for. So, yes, if you want to get success, sacrifice is required. And that sacrifice would be prioritizing that task that you want to get better at. It might be deprioritizing other tasks which you might enjoy doing more relatively. But to get the desired goal and to look to get the success you want in life, you have to sacrifice. What do you think? Would you like to sacrifice some things to get the desired things in your life? If yes, then success is waiting for you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. So now, anyone like to volunteer for next topic? Uh, I can see Toastmaster Yuvraj's hand. Okay, Toastmaster Yuvraj. Toastmaster Yuvraj, your topic is if your phone could talk, what complaint would it files against you? Let me repeat. If your phone could talk, what complaint would it file against you?
If my phone could talk, the first complaint he would file scrolling the Instagram reels for a longer period of time, always keeping it on, and most engaging is charging my phone every time, every day. Because my phone will become hot and he can complain in police station that, sir, he always charged me and does not give me some personal space and time. I don't get time how to take how to I don't have the time to take some rest. And I would say, sir, I always give my phone time, privacy and space. But phone is necessary for me. He should also understand my needs. But I always understand that excess of everything is bad. That's why I try to keep the balance in my life, that to keep away my phone when I am studying, but the phone will make some excuses. Sir, he's saying lie. He just want to gain empathy from you. And I will file this complaint and just put him in the jail so that I can get relief for him from him. To sum up, I would like to say that don't try to use the excessive phone because in near future, if phone could talk, you can land up in jail. Thank you.
Oh, wow, amazing, Toastmaster Yuvraj. You just make us. I was about to fall from my chair. It was so great. Okay, so next, anyone else, any guests want to volunteer for the next topic? Guest. So we have, okay. So can I pick another one or anyone else want to?
You could take a
Yeah,
guest, in my opinion.
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Uh, Utpal Singh.
Yes, TM Lakwinder.
Hi, Utpal. So your topic is what? What's the most useful thing you are very good at? Useless thing. Sorry, useless thing that you are very good at.
Oh, so I'm a foodie, and I know all the street foods across, whether it's South Delhi, North Delhi, West Delhi, even if I have to travel to have a food, I can go for 1.5 hours, 2 hours long, and then have just pani puri or chole bhature over there. So I think that's the most useless thing which I do, but I love it a lot. Thanks.
Yeah, that is like eating is not useless, but anyway, it is very nice thought from your side. Thank you, Utpal Singh. So, timer, do we have more time for another two topics
We
or
we
one
can
topic?
take one more. One more.
One more. Okay. Anyone else like to volunteer, or I can pick? Okay. We have Ajay. Ajay has raised his hand. So. TM Ajay. So your topic is oops. O
What
P
is?
P O oops.
Okay. Oops. Or that means sorry, right?
Yeah, oops.
Yeah. Oops, did this mistake in my life. Oops, I forgot to wait this time. Oops, there are so many oops happening in our life. By the way, that's not in my life, but that's happening in our life generally. We have so many oops. Really, at night we have oops. In the morning we have oops. On the way we have oops. On the the buses, the train, we have so many oops. By the way, who is the person creating these oops? Why do we need to talk or speak a lot of times these oops? Is we. Is we. Have you ever imagined that why is it happening? Is it a behavior or what exactly is it? So that's what we need to actually get into that. That's really important. Otherwise, we all the life will keep saying, oops, I could not achieve anything in my life. Oops, I already have the dreams in my life. Oops, I already discovered. Oops, this, oops, that. I don't want that. Your life, not in oops. I don't want that. I am dead. No, I don't want that. That's overall. Thank you.
Thank you. It's great. Uh, nicely done, Toastmaster Ajay. Nicely done. I was also thinking how it can be done. So you have done it very well. So I think that's all from table topic. Over back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Toastmaster Lakhwinder, for that energetic and spontaneous session. I literally like the topics that you have given to all the speakers. Now it's time to vote for our best table topic speaker. Does the voting polls have launched? Not yet.
Mine does have, I'm
It is
just
launched.
putting it in the group.
Okay, okay, done.
The group. Guys, please vote for a best table topic speaker.
Timer, please let us know. Perfect. Thank you, thank you. Now it's okay. Now you can stop your screen timer, I guess. It's time up. Okay, perfect. Now we enter the period of reflection and refinement. This is the moment where we see what hit the right ones and note where we can improve our pitch. Evaluation is not the criticism, it's a growth. Now I hand over control to our powerhouse journal evaluator, none other than Toastmaster Yuvraj. Toastmaster Yuvraj, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namra. Now, I would like to call the first speech evaluator of Toastmaster Ritesh, that is Toastmaster Bhavani. The stage is over to you, Toastmaster Bhavani.
Thank you, Yuvraj. Dear Toastmasters, if you truly enjoyed listening to Ritesh's speech today, may I see your hands raised? Team Ritesh, every hands raised presents the benevolent hearts you touched and minds you influence. That is the true power of effective speaking. Beginning with your title, Corporate Chess is a brilliant metaphor, clearly reflecting the message of strategy, planning, and smart moves in profession. The structure was logical and easy to follow. Your message was clear. Um, Hard work alone cannot climb. And I can't agree more. People don't leave organization, they leave because of their bosses. Now, to drive your speech to the next level, I have two recommendations for you. First one, your hand gestures were not coming on the screen. So maybe, you can position your chair a little backward, or you can set your camera accordingly. The second one was you gave 10 powerful strategies and they were all valuable. However, I felt that covering three key strategies in great depth might have created even a stronger impact, I would say. When we present too many points, it can become difficult for the audience to remember. As mentioned, we show you we show where to hit, and today you have definitely hit the right message. Overall, this was a confident and impactful speech. You made us rethink a common belief and encouraged us to more strategically think in our professional journey. Over to you, Toastmaster Yuvraj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavani. Now, I would like to call our second speech evaluator of Toastmaster Tisha, that is Toastmaster Sakshi.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good morning everyone, once again. When I first heard the title, My Identity is Lost in Its Direction, I was immediately intrigued. It created curiosity. It made the audience lean in, and that is the power of a strong title. It invites into the journey. Before I begin, I must correct myself. I too made the same mistake of mispronouncing your name. Tisha, you were confident, poised, and graceful throughout your journey. You took strategic pauses and they worked wonderfully. There was no fumbling. Your calm presence made your message stronger. What stood most out was your storytelling. You expressed your journey of being in the shadow of your elder sibling with such honesty, yet you infused it with humor. The balance is not easy. You allowed us to smile, reflect, and empathize all at the same time. Your story about your name being mispronounced and the joy when you felt when someone finally pronounced it correctly, that was powerful. You beautifully equated it with your larger journey, your growing up in comparison, feeling overshadowed, and eventually realizing you don't have to become someone else. You just have to become yourself, and that is enough. The message landed deeply. You used pauses very effectively. Your pacing was controlled. Your expressions matched the emotional tone of your story. To elevate this even further, I would encourage you to experiment slightly more with your vocal range, especially during the emotional turning points. When you spoke about realization and transformation, adding a slight change in pitch or volume could make those moments even more impactful. But overall, your storytelling, flow, clarity, and comfort level were strong. You took us through confusion, comparison, and clarity, and you did it with authenticity. Tisha, today you did not lose your identity in its direction, you owned it. And by sharing, you helped many of us reflect on our own. Well done. Keep speaking, keep owning your name, and most importantly, keep being you. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshi. Now, I would like to call our third speech evaluator or Toastmaster Tanishq, the impromptu speaker. So, the third speech evaluator is Toastmaster Ashima.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yuvraj. First of all, I would like to appreciate Toastmaster Tanish for delivering an impromptu speech with such calmness and clarity. Giving speaking on an impromptu topic is, it's always challenging, but to give a speech on that, it requires a lot of courage to do that. So I'm gonna clap for that. The three greatest hits of your life. Speaking on a personal topic without preparation is always challenging, but you handle it confidently. It was strong, it was engaging, and you did not look nervous for even a moment. Your opening was powerful, the way you connected with your grandfather, giving an emotional touch, the way you narrated it, that make us all, connect with it instantly, and it felt very genuine and meaningful. I liked the logical flow. You clearly moved it from one hit to next without confusion. The usage of your body language was quite natural. I would say the way you have used your hands while giving your speech, the face expressions, the pauses you took, it all impacted your speech at a very good level. If I may suggest one area of improvement, it would be a time balance. Because the first story was beautifully detailed, you expressed it really nicely, we were able to connect with it. But because of that, the last two felt slightly rushed, right? If you make the first one a little more concise, you will have more space to explore the remaining two parts or hits. So that's where, we all can connect equally with all the three moments of your life. Also adding a slightly more voice modulation. Though it was great, the pauses and everything was great, but a little, more. If you slightly work on your voice modulation more during the key elements, may elevate the emotional impact even further. Overall, it was a confident, emotionally connected impromptu speech. So you inspire all of us to, prepare one. So yeah, a huge round of applause for you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Danish. Yeah. Okay. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashima. Now, I would like to call our last speech evaluator, or Toastmaster Raj, that is Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Uh, I think maybe she's facing some issues at her end. Toastmaster Sangeeta, are you present in the meeting?
Her screen is frozen, so maybe.
Maybe
Maybe
some.
someone
Yeah,
can WhatsApp her and check.
yeah, I'm on it. Um, do we also have evaluator for Toastmaster Tanishq? If yes, maybe we can proceed with that in the meantime.
Yeah, evaluator
And
3
we
is
are done with
done.
Toastmaster Tanishq Evaluator.
Best in terms- Okay, so this is last you. Okay.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you
Yes.
are.
Thank God. Okay, there is a power outage, I guess, and there was a shift in the network. So, am I audible properly? Because, I might have a little bit of disturbed network.
Yes, you are audible, Sangeeta. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Uh, Toastmaster Raj. Wow, what a speech. He began with a lot of presence. He stood up and talked because when we are sitting and talking, there is a different kind of vibe. And when you start speaking, while standing, it has a different attentiveness and authority in the room. Opening with the objectives of Toastmaster set direction, and it helped all the listeners to understand why we should listen to the speech. His interactive approach worked beautifully. He asked right questions and invited everyone to answer and reflect on it. I really loved the examples when he said, did you have the same experience or perspective when you visited the same place twice? And it really shifted my gaze to back. But here comes my recommendation. When he had two examples, we didn't understand which pointers he was talking because he had 3 points. One is inputs, one is iteration, and another third one is feedback loop. We lost it when he was talking about the iterations because there were too many examples involved. To make his delivery even stronger, have we can work on the flow and transition. A slightly improved progression could be introduction, pointer 1, example 1, why do you feel like this? Then pointer 2, example 2, why do you feel like this? It could help audience travel with you effortlessly. And because there was an overlap between the first two pointers, the boundary was slightly blurred. And this created momentary confusion of which idea you were emphasizing, whether it was inputs or iterations. Additionally, while the feedback loop was explained, give more emphasis than the perspective, what you were, it was the question then back to the end, create a closure. All his
Your voice is breaking, Sangeeta.
She has left. She's not there.
Okay. Shall we proceed? Because she give 10 seconds to her. I suggest let's move on in rest of time. Yeah.
Yes.
So I've just put the polls for the best evaluator in the guest group. Please vote it, and after that, then I will call the Ox role players once the voting is done. Everyone voted for the best evaluator. Thank you. Now it's the time to call my Ox role players. Firstly, I would like to call our first Ox role player, that is our counter, that is Toastmaster Sunny.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. So I am here with my R counter report. Before I start, I would like to say the most repeated phrase throughout the meeting was, you know. It was used many times by many speakers throughout the duration of the meeting. Now, moving on to the Toastmaster Namra, she used few and she used the word perfect many times. So you can just think about how to use it in the context. Now, moving on to Toastmaster Ritesh, there are very negligible filler words, so nothing worth mentioning here. Toastmaster Bhavani used 4 times hours. Toastmaster Twisha, I'm surprised there are only 4 filler sounds and nothing else. One time one time but filler word, and one time and I think it's fine, completely fine. Toastmaster Sakshi, negligible filler words. Toastmaster Tanis, I can notice few R's and few repeat words like that and I. I understand that this is impromptu speech, so I think it's completely fine. Toastmaster Asima, in her evaluations, she used many times R's, few and again the repeat phrase, you know. Then Toastmaster Raj, again few R's, so, and few repeat phrases are you know, then, right. Toastmaster Sangeeta, no filler words. Toastmaster Yuvraj, no filler words. Toastmaster Rajinder, no filler words. Toastmaster Aman, very negligible filler words. Toastmaster Deepak, few R's. Toastmaster Lakwinder, there are more than 5 hours during your while you were conducting table topic sessions and few so. Now, I would like to conclude my report, but you don't need to feel bad about using filler words, and sometimes we can be benevolent to ourselves. Even the greatest Roman orator, Cicero, acknowledged the use of filler words during his speeches. So, and even the most common filler words, like we use ahs and ums, this can be traced back to 1400s. So, this is not a modern thing; it's a very ancient thing, and we do not replace it's not like a modern phenomena. We replace new words. Some 100 years ago new filler words are there, now some new filler words are there, so we just need to use words with intention instead of crutch. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny. Now I would like to call the grammarian of today's meeting, that is Toastmaster Aman.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. Hello everyone. Once again, I'm back with my report. I'll try to use the CRC approach first, starting with what I really like the word phrases that was used. Starting with the Toastmaster Bhavani, she used certain words like privilege, which means advantage, benefit. The word was compelling, which means captivating, engrossing, mesmerizing. And Toastmaster Ritesh used words like phrases like brand ambassador, interpersonal skills. And Toastmaster Trisha used word like stuttering, which means stammering or stumbling. She also used a very good word that was rage bait, which means provoke, outrage, rage farming. Then Toastmaster Lakwinder used a phrase, let's prepare the unprepared, which I really liked. And Toastmaster Sakshi used the turning point. Now, there were some improper uses of grammar which I noticed. I would like to highlight that. One of the speaker mispronounced the word integrity as integrity, and another one was that the speaker said, "Thank for letting us know." It should have been, "Thank you for letting us know." Then one of the speaker made, it's a very common mistake that we all generally make, at least in the starting, is the on the principle of subject verb agreement. So for singular subject we should use singular verb, and similarly for plural subject we should use plural verbs. So the speaker said, "All my friends knows," which should have been, "All my friends know." No extra s, because here friends are um, the plural. wo- the subject is plural, friends, so the verb should be in the same format, plural. Similarly, one more was that people confuses me with my sister. It should have been, "People confuse me with my sister." Here again, the subject verb agreement was missing. And one more sentence where I could notice there was a mistake in the in the tense, was that one of the speakers said, "I am grateful to what I am having right now." It should have been, "I am grateful for what I have now." Now, coming to the word of the day and the idiom of the day. The word of the day was used by total in 4 times by Toastmaster Yuvraj, Toastmaster Deepak, Toastmaster Bhavani, and also Toastmaster Sunny. The idiom of the day, however, was used only once by Toastmaster Deepak. I would really encourage all of you to use more word of the day and idiom of the day. And see, I would also like to take this opportunity to apologize that I shared it little late. Maybe I should have shared it yesterday so that people are more familiar with it and you can use it more. So that's on my part. And yeah, that's all for my report. Over to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aman. Now I would like to call the listener of today's meeting. It is Toastmaster Deepak.
Okay. Thank you, uh, Toastmaster Yuvraj. So, it's not easy to wear our heart on sleeves, but today all our speakers shared their stories and spoke through their hearts. I really enjoyed all the speeches. Let's hear from all of you whether you were tuned into the frequency and listen to the sound as a sound engineer or a sound artist, like all a perfect listener. Let's follow a rule, like we will raise a hand, then answer the question. I will ask you 5 questions. We'll give equal opportunity to all. So let's not shout out the answer. Please raise your hand and I will choose the audience member who can give the answer. So starting with question number 1. Guest Manish is from which department of Delhi University? If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Except guess Manish, anyone can answer. Yeah, go ahead, Toastmaster Tanishq.
From commerce background of Delhi University.
You are nearby, but the department is, he did
Okay.
quote out a department. Anyone wants to have a go? Okay, Yuvraj, go ahead.
It is Department of Management Studies.
Oh, yeah, you're very near. Okay, Manish, would you like to share your department?
Yeah, it's Department of Financial Studies.
Correct. Yes. All right. Thank you. Let's see whether we listen to the next question carefully. What are the 3 tips that Toastmaster Ritesh shared in his speech to look busy? Yeah, you can tell any 2 tips or whichever you remember. Anyone wants to go ahead? Like raise your hand, please. Yeah, Tanish, go ahead.
As Toastmaster Ritesh, and also my father shared the steps that that you should look busy by having a phone call or having a book, at least a page in your hand to work upon,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah, you are right. Page in a hand, he mentioned. Tisha, do you want to go ahead?
He mentioned that not to engage in um politics in office politics.
Okay, cool. No, no. The answer is question is how to look busy. Sunny.
Yeah, to scratch your head occasionally, like you are thinking
Wow.
something.
Wow. You're spot on. Lakwinder, you want to add?
Yeah, carry your laptop. Don't.
Yes, correct. All three are right. Well done. Yeah, you're perfect sound artist. All three of you. Now I can see the green flag one on. I will ask quickly. Who loved Tisha's work? Who loved Tisha's work? There was one person who loved her work. Yeah, Lakwinder, go ahead.
Uh, the client and the advocate she was doing internship with.
Well done, well done. Perfect, perfect. Okay, final question. What did Toastmaster Aman said to Toastmaster Tanishq that had a lasting impression on Toastmaster Tanishq? He said one quote. What was it? Except Aman and Tanishq, anyone can reply.
I should not be replying because I have saw you were noting it down when he was speaking, and I've written it down, so it would be
Yeah, go
cheating.
ahead, go ahead. Okay, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh,
I
no, no,
was noting.
that's really wrong.
No, it's okay. Sangeeta, go ahead. You're on mute. Cannot hear you. Okay, I think she's again frozen. All right. Aman, would you like to share? Tanishq?
Sometimes to
Yes.
even live,
So
we need courage. We need an act of courage.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's correct. It's that. All right. Thank you, everyone. And it takes a lot of courage to speak, and I congratulate all the speakers. And it takes even more courage to listen. I would say. Thank you. And back to you, Toastmaster Yuvraj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. Now I would like to call the timer of today's meeting. That is Toastmaster Rajinder.
Good afternoon again. Okay, so Toastmaster Ritesh, his time limit was 7 minutes and he surpassed it. It was 7 minutes 40 seconds. Then speech to Tisha, 7 minutes was allotted, but she surpassed it again and it was like 7 minutes 45 seconds. And Toastmaster Tanishq, his speech time was 4 to 6 minutes and he was under time. It was 6 minutes 26 seconds. So 26 grace period was allowed. And speech for Toastmaster Raj, his time limit was 7 minutes and he finished it 6 minutes 30 seconds. Then evaluators, Bhavani, 3 minutes was allotted. She took 2 minutes 12 seconds. And evaluator Sakshi took 2 minutes 24 seconds out of 3. Ashima 2 minutes 31 seconds out of 3. And Sangeeta, though she was not able to continue, but I recorded it till 2 minutes 10 seconds. Then we have table topic session and Toastmaster Sangeeta took 1 minute 50 seconds out of 2. Toastmaster Deepak took 2 minutes 22 seconds under grace period and covered. Toastmaster Yuvraj took 1 minute 32 seconds qualified and guest Utpal took 28 seconds. He could have spoken more up till 1 minute, so it was below time. And Toastmaster Ajay took 1 minute 38 seconds, so he also qualified. Then coming to our counter, Sunny. I have a doubt because 2 minutes is too less for our counter and grammarian and listeners report. I don't know because in agenda it is given only 2 minutes. I think that's way too less. So 2 minutes was allotted. He took 2 minutes 35 seconds. Sunny grammarian took 3 minutes 20 seconds out of two, and listener 2 minutes. I don't accept this 2 minutes is too less for a listener. I think 5 minutes should be there. So he took 4 minutes 45 seconds. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajinder. Now, I'm just sharing the polls for the best Ox Road player in the guest group. Once you vote, just for a thumbs up. Then after that, I will present my report. Thank you, timer, for presenting the report, for presenting the card, red card. Now it's my time to present my report. The meeting started on time. Sir, the club mission was mentioned, core values were also mentioned, rules were also mentioned, and the presiding officer was introduced very properly. Kudos to you. Presiding officer engage the audience by asking the question that what improvement you feel in another member at one. Imagine that if one member comes in the mind, I like this, that engages the audience. Also shared about the club achievements, that 10 DCP goals. Kudos to you. We will have a party soon. Guests were recognized and introduced, and Timur was introduced very well. It was a great stage handover to the Toastmaster of the day. Now, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Namra. It was the first time that she took the role of Toastmaster of the day. She was confident and audible. She asked the question related to her team to engage the audience. Even though it was humorous, and adding the humor, it helps the speaker to maintain the reputation, developing the goodwill amongst the members. Speakers were introduced very well, their evaluators, and the feedback was asked after each and every speech. Namra also added some about Toastmasters, not about winning and losing, which I like the most. It also always motivates the members to step outside from the comfort zone and to maintain the consistency. And about the GE introduction, it was great and fabulous. And it was an interesting activity in which you took the members to engage the audience. Great. Kudos to Toastmaster Namra. But one recommendation is that you can add some slides and PPTs to share the screen just to engage the audience well. Just like using the visual aids. They can be the better impact. Otherwise, everything was good. Now, it's the time for my Ox Road Players evaluation. Timer. Toastmaster Rajinder. She was audible and confident. The cards were visible. Meeting rule explained very well. One recommendation is that when you're introducing a rule, you can also show the cards like red, green, and yellow card just for the guests and the members who joined late, who will be aware about what are the timing cards and when to show that card. So kudos to you. The report was presented very well. One more recommendation is that you can add a quote that about time management, time is money, and how to improve your time and how to give the speech within a given time limit, so it can motivate the members just to not to go beyond that time. Now, next Oxford plays grammarian. The role was explained very well. Word of the day was properly introduced. Report presented very well. It was a CRC approach telling what how we can improve the grammar, what were the great uses of words and the quotes. Kudos to Toastmaster Aman taking the dual roles of SA and grammarian. Our counter, Toastmaster Sunny. Role was explained very well. Report delivered very well. One recommendation is that you reported a report. Your presentation report was good, great, but sharing the screen can make it more interesting. Even I like your confidence and the content you mentioned. And another recommendation is that how you can just add some tips, yeah, some suggestions that how to avoid the use of filler words and how to avoid the use of repeated words so that members can be motivated as to learn from their mistakes in their upcoming meetings. Great. Toastmaster Deepak explained the role very well about the listener. Questions were nice, audience was engaged, and the rules were followed. That there was no interruption. Kudos to you. So about the speech evaluations, I will just give it in a brief that all the speech evaluators use CRC approach. They mentioned their pathways, project, and level mentioned. The tone was motivating and encouraging, and there was no such of use. There was no words that were offending the speakers. Great usage of words and selection, and it was some feeling that the audience was the speakers were motivated and encouraged. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Likwinder. The role explained very well. Topics were great. I like the quote you mentioned that prepared for unprepared. One recommendation is that suppose in a table topic you're taking them with 4 or 5 members, example, preference should be given to the members. That is great. But if you're taking 4 members, two preferences should be given to members, then guests. That 2 members, 2 guests. And if you're taking 5 members in table topic, that 2 members and 3 guests, so that we can give more opportunity to guests also, which can help to improve their impromptu skills also. And to sum up, I would like to say that it was great table topic session. And one more recommendation is that you can add you can just mention that what a table topics is important impromptu, that just to develop impromptu skills. So I am done with my report. The meeting was great. So I would like to hand over the stage to the to the presiding officer, that is Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuvraj. Okay. Is Toastmaster Anmol here? Okay. Let me start with tomorrow's contest first, because we are already behind our time. We still want some members for timer and ballot counter. So, Toastmaster Anmol, could you lead this? And yes, I think so. Yuvraj must have shared for big three role
Just give me a sec.
playing. Yes, yes. You could also start voting now until Toastmaster Anmol starts.
Just a sec. Okay. Sorry, guys. At first, I have a cold, so my voice must be pretty off. But we have Toastmaster Namra as the first timer, and actually, timers roles are all sorted. We also have one SA. 2 roles are left, which are we'll be needing one more SA and one ballot counter. So, who amongst you guys wants to volunteer for that? You
I
know,
can
we were
volunteer for another, sir.
okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tisha. You know, we were listening to all of these speakers today about what true leadership means, and one of the core aspects of leadership is that you have to stand out when you are needed the most, right? And this is actually a time when all of us, all of you can, just show up. You already are great leaders, but now is the time that the club really needs you. So shout out to Toastmaster Trisha, Disha's sister, amazing leader. So our SARs are sorted. We need one ballot counter. So who amongst you guys would like to take up the role of ballot counter? It's only table topics contest, so I'm sure that the timing must not be too much because we only have like 9 speakers as far as I know. So I think we'll be sorted by 1:30, right, Sangeeta?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So we
Excuse
need
me,
one person.
Toastmaster Anmol,
Yeah.
can you explain what's the responsibility of the ballot counter? Uh,
Sangeeta, can you do that? Can you do that?
Yes, I am
uh,
actually having a conversation with one of the DO. So just
Okay.
give me 30 seconds.
It's okay. I'll tell you what I know. I don't know that much about it, but I do know that when in our contest we have like the chief judge and the voting judges. As far as I know, all of the voting judges, they are like a couple of them, they are separate and they like evaluate all the speakers individually. And the job of the chief judge is to sort of collate what all of them have given, all of the scores that they have given, and then proceed towards the final decision. Like, chief judge is not someone who directly votes in the topic, but his job is to just, sort of come out at the final decision by looking at all the VJs, the voting judges' scores. So I think as the ballot counter, you are supposed to, your job is primarily concerned with the proper, you know, disposal of the evaluation sheets, proper coordination amongst the voting judges and the chief judge, right? If I'm not
Yes,
wrong,
yes.
anyone can
Absolutely.
correct me, even
And
Deepak,
yes, it is
Samgita.
also to ensure whether whatever voting judge and the
Yeah.
CJ contest judge has written it, you again have to double check it so that there is no bias.
so I can be the ballot counter.
Sure. But my
That's
question
that's
is,
And
why
that's
just
didn't you participate? That is my bigger question because you were
no,
actually giving
actually,
impromptu speech
yeah,
today.
actually, I was not sure about my dates for my medical checkups and all, so it just postponed on the just yesterday.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason. So I just want to ask that when is the international prepared speech contest?
We are
I
heading
think
like we
first
have
March, I
planned
think.
on 1st of March, but
Yeah.
again I would be in contact with Toastmaster Atul for this. And
Okay,
by after tomorrow's contest, I would share the details.
sure.
So for
Okay.
tomorrow, we
So I
are
think,
sorted in
yeah,
this
I
matter.
think we sorted on all the role players. I would suggest, Sangeeta, you make a group dedicated
Yes,
for all these role players, all five
absolutely.
of them,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Thank
I
you
thank
would
so
you
much,
so
do that.
Anmol.
much.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so much,
Mr.
Tisha. Thank
Sangita.
you so much, Tanish, for
Thank you so
stepping
much,
out and
Namra,
coming
as
up when we really needed you. Thank you. Back to you, Sangeeta.
absolutely. Thank you so much. And let's not take further time and go with the results. I have got the results, and let me share my screen as well. I hope online participants. Okay, I hope my internet doesn't act up. Okay, so for the best speaker, we have Toastmaster Tisha. And I would be sharing the certificates personally as well. For the best table topic speakers, we have Toastmaster Yuvraj. Congratulations to all the winners. And for best evaluator, we have Toastmaster Bhavani. Congratulations, Toastmaster Bhavani. And for best Ox Role player, we have Toastmaster Sunny. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sunny. And for best role player, we have Toastmaster Namra. Congratulations, Toastmaster Namra. And yeah, you can see a lot of screenshots here. This is saved for Deepak because my university has given amazing books for AI. And I would be sharing all these screenshots with you, Toastmaster Deepak, so that you read more on AI and teach us.
We can only see your certificated screen. You must have shared
Oh,
a
okay.
specific window. We couldn't even
Ah,
really see the screenshots, that
right.
certificates.
That's right. Okay, no problem. I do have some screenshots that I have shared. I would be sharing. Yes. So with that, all the best to all the participants for tomorrow. And just for a sneak peek, I would say, like, a Toastmaster Aman, please bring your laptop as well. I would also bring my laptop because majority of our voting judges would be online. This is one of the news that you all should know. Therefore, you guys can also join and see. But we won't be having a projector and all because we have to have a lot of people all together so that we do not know who are the voting judges. Eventually, we would know because, of course, it would be unfamiliar faces, but then don't be scared of them. And we can also practice tonight if you all suggest, all the participants. We will also have a communication with our contest chair. And if you have any trouble in understanding how you can speak fluently, we all are here for each other. And congratulations to the winners, and all the best to the participants tomorrow.
Yep.
Let's meet
All the best
tomorrow.
to everyone. Have you guys had your briefing by the contest chair?
Nope.
No briefing.
We would be having
Okay.
it tonight, and that's what is happening in the back end, which I will be sharing the next week. Not not this time because you guys do not care about anything. Thank you, Anmol, for listening to all the things that are happening in the back end. And yes, we are trying to sail our ship, but yes, we will, no doubt. And thank you for your patience. And I really need all the support that you can shower in because we really need more support. And
Just
with
let us
this,
know, Sangeeta, whatever support you
absolutely,
need. I'll get the laptop. If there's anything you can drop in the main members group. Just
absolutely,
sit down.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'll also bring because I don't have this USB for projector and all. We don't need projector, definitely. But yes, I'll also bring my laptop. But again, for keeping it handy, we need another because seeing what is happening, we should be having backups. And thank you, everyone. And with this, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
Can we have a group
A
photo?
photo. Yes, we can have a group photo.
Yeah. Please use emoticon if possible. Yeah.
Cheese.
And that would be great. And say cheese. Yeah. Smiling is very important. Yeah. Cheese. Thank you. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you, everyone. Oh, who do we
Thank you,
have?
everyone.
Namra bought a cat. That's nice.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Garfield, latest addition to our club.
Amazing. Thank you,
Sakshi,
everyone.
where is your cat?
Yeah, we have cat lovers in our club. Sakshi, Namra. Awesome. All right.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Happy
Okay,
weekend.
bye.
See you
Yeah,
Thank
all the
soon.
you.
Bye
best.
bye.
Take
All the
care,
best
everyone.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy
Bye bye. Thank you.
Valentine's, Yuvraj.